YouTubers. Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel. Welcome to Morning Coffee with Mike. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's a beautiful day here in paradise. And look at the mountain setting. Oh, just mountains around me. It is just gorgeous. I'm in my little speakeasy corner of well, it's 5.5 minutes or 4-minute drive out of town. And I come to this abandoned outpost thingy here. And the church got burnt down. Two and a half years ago, a church got burnt down, and the same person burnt another church down in town. Anyways, I hope everyone's doing well, and it's good to see the church back up, by the way. It's good to see that back up and functioning as the way it should be, and the cemetery got cleaned up a little bit too, so that's kind of good. Anyways, all right, what are we talking about in Morning Coffee with Mike? Well, before you click off to something else, we really need to talk about inflation. We'll be talking about it tonight on our finance show, Commonwealth for Common People. Guys, inflation sees the largest year-over-year jump since 2011. Now, this is coming from StatsCan. And you better be worried. If this is coming from StatsCan, you better be damn worried. Because StatsCan usually doesn't tell you anything that makes any sense that should worry you, right? Usually it should say, oh, Canada, 1 in 5 Canadians say that, 2 in 3 Canadians say this, and 1 in 5 Canadians love taking these polls that nobody gets, then nobody votes on. Right, okay. By the way, I'd like to thank Burger King here. I got Burger King coffee here for this morning. Morning Coffee with Mike. Okay, guys, so Ottawa statistics. So this is coming from the head honcho, or the head people in Ottawa. Canada says the consumer price index in May was up 3.6% compared with a year ago, its largest yearly increase since May 2011. This is huge. This people don't know how big this is. You can't hide this. What are they going to do? Where are you going to see inflation in? Well, if the cost of doing business goes up, let's say the cost of doing business goes up, okay? Let's just say. Don't you think grocery stores are going to increase the price on their food? Well, they won't increase the price of food, Mike. Yeah, well, if grocery stores, or butcher shops or whatnot, have to pay more for the price of the rent goes up, which is happening right now. We're seeing a lot of commercial rents going up. Woo! Oh, yeah. And if the commercial rents go up, guess what? They're going to force the bigs to get bigger. You're going to be buying Amazon meat now. Amazon's going to start a whole division. I'm just making this part up, but you never know, right? You could just get your fresh meat and whatever, but they're going to be pushing the plantaroni on you, right? Comment below if you actually tried plantaroni on your pizza, because they keep pushing it now when I order a pizza. If you want to try our new plantaroni coming to a town near you. All right, so the reading for May compared with a year-over-year gain of 3.4% in April, which at the times was the fast annual rate in nearly a decade. Lots of wood. Part of the rise in the headline inflation barometer is due to comparing prices to the low levels seen last year as the start of COVID pandemic, such as for gasoline, furniture, and beef products. Now, here's the deal with this. You're probably saying, well, Mike, things need to adjust in pricing as we fast forward into the future, right? We're in 2021. I honestly didn't think I was going to honestly live this long, to be honest with you. But I'm here. I honestly think I wasn't going to start a family. I wanted to, but I got one, right? So things come into play. Just be patient. Give it time. So here it is. Bank of Canada holds key interest rate steady, maintains optimism for the rest of the year. So they're not going to be raising rates. If anything, I could see them going into negative interest rates. We discussed this a few years ago on the channel. Canadian economy lost 68,000 jobs in May. That's another problem, because wages aren't keeping up with inflation. That's another thing we should talk about. Wages don't keep up with inflation, so we're in a lot of trouble right now. Wages haven't grown in the last 40 years. If you look at it and you look at the cost of your wages, basically stay stagnant. So if you were alive 40 years ago, I was only 3, but if you're alive, more wood. If you're alive 40 years ago, guess what? You're living in the good times. Canadian business leaders demand plan to reopen borders economy now. Good luck with that. Stronger growth expected for the rest of 2021 after economy grows 5.6% in the first quarter. So I think what's happening is, yeah, the economy is regrowing, back to where it was. I don't think it's growing as it's expanded, because I think the economy is actually contracting with all the mom and pop's businesses shutting down. So I think the economy is getting back. It's somewhat slowly getting back. Let's say out of 10, we're at 2 out of 10. So, but the problem is the governments will feel the pinch with the small business closures, because the small businesses, the private sector, is what funds the public sector. But they got something special. Canada's got something special. So does America and Australia and New Zealand and the UK. We print money. Yeah, just print money. Who cares? Pay the public sectors in deflated currency. Excluding gasoline, which was up 43.3%, 43.4% compared with the same month a year ago. The consumer price index in May would have been up 2.5% compared to a year ago. However, StatsCan says the increase of year-to-year price growth in May was led by raising house prices and housing passenger vehicles. So tell me, guys, folks, when was the last time you actually had a price increase in your pay for 3.5? I remember when I worked in the private sector company, we would, if we got a raise, we would get a 1.8% raise like every other year. We wouldn't get, you know what I mean? Homeowner replacement costs, which includes prices for new housing, rose 11.3%. Again, that's what's keeping Canada's economy afloat. Is the fire industry, real estate, insurance, brokerages, all that stuff, construction, material, lumber, logistics to move stuff around, home hardware, Home Depot. Those are the places that you're seeing, obviously, the growth is in the housing sector, right? So we're more of a service. Canada's become more of a service and construction industry that they have been. You know what I'm saying? Durable goods like vehicles were up 44.4% in May from other levels in May 2020, so they're basing it off the complete lockdown that we had, where everything. So they're basing vehicle sales, all this other stuff, but housing is up, right? So housing never went down. StatsCan said the average of 3 measures for the core inflation, which are considered better gauges in underlying the price pressures and closely tracked by the Bank of Canada, was 2.3% in May, up 2.1% from April. So here it is. I'm going to give you guys down. I got people from Canada watching this channel. So here it is, guys. So right now, Newfoundland, Labrador is seeing the high, well, not the highest, the second or third highest here, 4.3%. So this is in inflation here on different regions of Canada. Prince Edward Island is 6%. Nova Scotia, 4.8%. New Brunswick, 4.3%. Quebec, 4.1%. Ontario, 3.7%. Manitoba, 3.4%. Saskatchewan, 2.7%. Alberta, 3.1%. And British Columbia, 2.7%. Now, here's the problem here. People are thinking, well, Mike, that's not a bad, that's not a bad adjustment in a month or since last year or a year over or carry over a year. It doesn't look too bad, Mike. Did your wages go up 4.4%, 6%? Did your wages go up in the last year that much? I don't think so. So once people start comparing their wages to inflation, then people start to wake up. Compare your wages to inflation, people. Stop comparing it to, then I'm gonna, cancel this internet. I don't need it anymore. Then you're cutting back. You're stripping yourself down from living a decent, moderate life, easygoing life, working your 9 to 5, and doing your job, working your 50 hours, maybe working your 2 jobs if you need the extra help, if you're going through school or whatnot. If they're turning it against you, now you go, oh man, I can't afford this cell phone bill anymore. So I'm gonna cancel this cell phone so I can continue eating. That's what you're doing. You're subsidizing basic living style to allow yourself to continue living a normal life. Anyways, guys, there it is. Inflation from Canada. I'd like to know what part of Canada you're from. Let me know. I know there's a lot of Canadians that watch this channel. Don't forget to follow us on our Discord. We got a Discord that's going, and we got a lot of people on Discord right now posting links to all kinds of stuff, to newsreels, different stuff, YouTube videos, all kinds of stuff being posted on our Discord. I really recommend it, and I invite everyone to come and check it out. And guys, my online store is open now for shipping in Canada and the US. my online store, Merit Toys and Games. So if you guys want to pick something up, guys, check it out. I got a lot of cool stuff, and I could recommend. You could tell me, you could message me and say, Mike, I got a budget of X amount. I want a game that involves going to space. Mike, I want a game that involves colonizing. Mike, I want a game that involves building an empire. Mike, I want a game that involves work management. Mike, I want a game I want to teach my family. I want to play a game that involves zombies. I have it all in my store. Check out my store. I'll leave a link to my online store if you guys want to pick something up. Go ahead. I'm probably the cheapest in North America. Shipping isn't that good, but I'm going to be working on my shipping slowly. As I keep growing my presence, my shipping will get cheaper as it calculates with postal codes, BS, stuff like that. Support small business. Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. Lots of love. And I'll see you guys in the next video.